from a generation where they're
So there was this one guy.
Yeah.
They had somebody that got married. Like she was widowed and he was widowed, and then they got married. And anyway, you could just tell he would come down with the hair all messy, with his walker, and
You know he was.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
he
going
was
to
getting it.
town.
Oh yeah, he was getting it for sure.
Wow.
Yeah, they have like crazy high STD rates
Yeah.
in old folks' homes for that reason.
Yep.
Ooh.
Like the villages and shit, they
Yep.
have a crazy high
Really?
Yeah, but
STD rates.
isn't the Villages also a swinging community?
I mean, I think all old folks' homes are swinging communities. That's
Fair.
basically what happens.
There.
I mean, hey, more power to him. That's what I
Yeah.
have to say. Anyway, but yeah, you just don't expect the age of Congress to be that old and kicking the bucket like a retirement home. You just
Well,
don't expect that.
They're looking to assassinate David Hogg for
what?
for the crime of
Suggesting that maybe they not be old and run for office?
yeah.
Oh, that was me.
Oh, that was him. He was
Yeah,
the
Yeah.
whoever was talking, I didn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking at you.
I think I
guys,
was
but
doing it too.
I think
No, I
Austin's
think-
head just got like
I
2
think
times bigger.
I think
It
Hassan.
might have been me. I
He
don't
was
know.
he was the one doing the British one.
Yeah.
So if you ever felt uncomfortable at any point during this trial, it may have been from his accent.
I think it probably was when you were talking about how the Iraq
never
War
feel
was
like
great.
I did not ever support. Are you kidding me? Even when
when Barack
even-
Obama did the troop surge, I nutted. is what you
no,
said.
no, no. Even when I couldn't vote, I was debate lording in the 2004 election I would have voted for John Kerry at the time, as well as Al Gore. I was politically active at 6 years old,
Period.
and I've been a lifelong Democrat, which as you know, recently I've changed, but
Yeah.
now I'm an independent.
Yeah, he's a Trump supporter. How
No,
do you feel about that?
no, I'm not. I am not.
I am.
I'm a. Oh.
You're a Trump supporter.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, so you want to tackle the cost of living crisis, but you're
You
for
don't have
Trump.
to agree with him about everything, right?
What do you agree with him on?
I agree with him not going to Iraq. People shouldn't be going to Iraq.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
You know. What
That's
I mean?
why
They
he's a
should-
Trump supporter.
You know, you shouldn't be doing a lot of things that in Iraq happened in Middle East, and they done it. I agree with him about only this part. You know, what I
Yeah.
mean, I agree with him about people crossing it through the border. You know, what I mean, I agree with him about that too, because put yourself in his shoes, or in your house. Do you want people to jump into your house?
No.
It's a little different. I feel like.
No.
The
it's
country's
not.
a little different, I
No,
feel like.
no, you the president of, let's say, this area. You control this territory. You have walls under this territory because you don't want nobody to access in it. Only if they come and ask, hey, can I come in? Yeah, sure, come in. You have the paper that I need, come in. You don't, then I'm sorry, it's not gonna, because if that happened, half of the world is gonna be over here, right?
I mean, if we didn't fuck with half of the world, they probably wouldn't come here. But
People coming over here just to survive.
yeah. But what are they escaping? They're escaping.
worse.
Yeah, but who's doing the war? Who's most responsible?
Israel doing the war.
Well, Israel is part of it, but Israel is doing it as an
But
extension
who's
of
backing
America.
up Israel? America.
Yeah.
Who's backing up America? UK. Who's backing up that? France. Who's backing up that?
No,
that,
America is the great Satan in this equation. They are the ones who control it.
Honestly, everybody have their foot in, but they just don't want to say it. Probably America, the only people that say, "Okay, we did it."
So what do you think about Trump holding up Benjamin Netanyahu's seat and like giving him a seat and stuff like that?
That's wrong.
Because he's like
This guy should go to jail.
I agree. Well, you should be under the jail.
You know, like if you're talking about Saddam Hussein, this guy did more in
Yeah.
fucking 6 months. Period.
Yeah.
You know, half of Iraqi hate Saddam because what they did to their family, got them in a war with Iran and blah 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 blah. You know.
Yeah.
How I said, there's stuff I don't agree with Donald Trump. There's stuff I agree. There's stuff I don't agree with Biden, and some stuff I agree.
What do you agree with Biden?
Having people the power that people can come here. You know, ask.
Okay,
If you want to come here and you want to make it, you think you're gonna sell, you're gonna make it. Give them a chance. Don't close the door on everybody. because people are suffering.
Okay,
Right.
but Trump is closing the door a little bit,
Yeah.
don't you think?
Trump is closing the door because there's a lot of fucking things going on over here. He needs to control here, settle down, have the economy go up, open doors again. Sometimes you gotta think about yourself and your family before you think about others,
Yeah.
Okay.
right?
I don't know if Trump thinks about anybody else other than himself, but, you know.
Yeah.
He says he's a politician. He says he cares about others, but he just cares about himself.
But I think kicking them out is actually going to have the opposite effect on the economy.
So if I were to tell you, like, all the people that are here right now, if they don't have a criminal record, if they don't have a criminal background at all, and they lived here for like 10 years, you know, working and stuff like that.
They should
And-
stay. There's no reason for them to leave.
Yeah,
because
right?
they
Okay,
pay
so-
taxes.
So they've been paying taxes, right? Like, so that's one of the things that I vehemently disagree with Trump on is that he. Wait, is this the spot?
This is the spot.
Oh.
Spud guys, yeah.
Oh, okay, it is the spot. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm gonna pull into
Yeah,
the
you
gas
just pull
station.
into the gas station, yeah.
So I agree with you on that. Yes, 100%.
So instead of kicking him out, you think it'd be better if someone was presenting the alternative that they should get amnesty and like the proper paperwork, as long as they haven't like committed a crime or anything like that.
No, my sister, she doesn't have paper, and she came over here as a student. You know what I mean? And she applied for a citizen, and they don't because
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem like they're interested in any change in that direction.
Yeah. Well,
So I don't believe we're getting any change.
what the hell was going on? I was on Twitter and Doug and Atrioc were talking with Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, I think they're the Dems are doing like some Twitch shit where they're
Why don't
like
they
talking.
Why
to
don't they
people.
come to me? I think no,
ain't got
seriously.
it,
Just
bro,
talking
bro.
about how you're not on your lip shit.
I
and then
interviewed
you
Bert.
just
Hold
ask
on,
for the
hold on.
Democratic
Don't
Party to come to
don't
you.
even say that.
Also,
I got
hey, yo, bro. Chill.
I interviewed Bernie Sanders before you did. Okay, I did.
That is actually
It's
not wrong. I
That's
think.
true.
Yeah.
I interviewed Bernie Sanders first.
and for longer.
And for longer, I did.
Yeah.
I did. I definitely did. And I then got to interview. I also played cards with Ossoff, a couple of senators. Ossoff. And,
I set that one up.
You did, and then you didn't show up, so I had to do it.
No, I wasn't.
Oh,
no.
you gave it to me.
No, I set it up. They were worried at the time
Right.
about anyone that was radical for the Georgia race.
Oh, right.
And they literally didn't want me or AOC.
So they chose liberal, moderate Austin Show.
So I was like, I got some people for you. Yeah. Isn't that crazy? They were like, yeah, we can't have you and AOC on.
yeah, it's crazy.
Like, sure, whatever, I'll
Also, it's a
help
fair
out.
choice.
So anyway, not to take away from Atrioc and Doug. Not saying that they shouldn't have been on there. I'm just saying I'd like an invite to talk to Gavin Newsom because I would like to challenge him on some of his politics.
Period.
Well, now you're never getting invited.
Well, yeah, true. True.
Yeah, way to really sell your case there.
Well, I'd just like to him to describe his strategy for including right-wing crazies on his podcast.
Yeah. Ahmed, you said you were coming from San Diego. Are you dropping someone off? Are you from there?
Yeah, I'm from San Diego.
Nice. How do you like it?
I love it.
How long you been there?
Since 1996.
God damn. Where'd you come before San Diego?
Jordan, Amman.
Oh, you're from Jordan.
No, I'm
Nice.
from Iraq.
Oh, you're from Iraq, and then you moved to Jordan. Oh, I'm sorry that you had to hear my friend's insensitive remarks about Iraq.
I didn't say anything.
That's crazy. You did.
Oh, I did. I was
were
watching.
celebrating.
No, I was not. I was
You were
not celebrating that
the
at all.
illegal invasion.
No, I was not celebrating that at all.
Celebra-
Excuse my friend.
I'm so sorry about that. I'm from Turkey.
Yeah.
I have to put up with this shit all the time. He's Lebanese. You know how they are.
I'm Lebanese.
Oh, you love that, don't you?
I am.
You love-
That's
you
the first
love
time
it.
he's called me Lebanese in a
Yeah.
while.
One of those kinds of Lebanese, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I don't speak any Arabic though. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. Proving my point further.
Okay, so my Wikipedia page.
The
because
daywalker.
Because the one time I mentioned Syria because of my family and where they immigrated from.
Uh-huh.
Somebody keeps changing my Wikipedia page to Austin Show is a Lebanon-Syrian American streamer.
Oh wow.
Named-
Libano?
I
Is
don't.
that even
I don't even know, but that's what it says. LEB. Here, let me look it up. Look.
Sounds wrong.
No. Look. Yeah. Look. Austin Show is a Libano-Syrian American Twitch streamer.
That's awesome.
I don't even know if that is a thing.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Oh man. So you've been in San Diego since 1996, and you came through Jordan.
Right.
What do you think about everything that's going on right now?
And where?
What?
Where?
What in America?
Yeah. Bad and good.
What's good? What's bad?
Bad. They should start giving more money to people. They should have more job available. You know, they need to cut off on percentage. You know, rental. A lot of things need to be cut off because I remember I bought my apartment in 2008. My apartment was $145,000. Right now, my apartment's worth $900,000.
Damn, you're balling.
It's not about balling. It's about the people that can afford it or not.
No, I feel
what
you.
Yeah.
There's like a huge gap. Like if it's we're around in the 300-400 range, okay, that's fair. You know, oil change, new build, whatever. You know, there's a fair amount. But the huge gap that jumps all the way up, people can't afford it. A lot of people that left from San Diego, from LA, either they go to Texas or Arizona or Michigan just to afford to be in the house that they own. You know, a lot of things that should be more fair. You know, I mean, we're at that time when the Iraq War happened. A lot of people got here in 2006 and up.
Yeah.
They couldn't make it.
Yeah.
They can't make it.
Yeah.
People that they were here in the 90s, before the 20s, you know what I mean? Things happen like that. You know, they probably made it, but people after that, they wouldn't.
Yeah, I feel that.
Hey,
So
Christian.
what's the good?
Christian, block
What's
the AC
good?
from your mic.
You know, changing some of the tax as a business owners, it's good. Being able to do or talk whatever you want, do whatever you want, you know what I mean? It's good. Always good in here. I mean, never change. But
They're also stopping people from being able to talk. I feel like nowadays, like if you say something about Israel, they're like, nope, you're going to jail.
Right, I agree with that. But the different here, everybody they can say whatever they want to say.
That's true. Until recently, you're right. You're not wrong. I hope they don't take it away,
No, I hope so.
because it seems like they're going after that. You know. I hate that.
But I tell you what, I like how you made yourself talk like Donald Trump. It was amazing.
Wait.
Because I heard you like making yourself talking like Donald Trump. I was
When?
Earlier.
Oh, early.
No, that's not. That's not.
I'm
Well,
feeling
no. What's interesting about it is in the documentary that I did find interesting is that the documentary. When did we invade Iraq? 2004?
3.
3? So the documentary at 2003 skips to like 2008. They skipped like 5
Yeah.
years
Yeah,
of
they
the
skipped the
Iraqi
bad
war.
parts.
They skipped the entire Iraq war, invading Iraq, everything.
They skip the bad parts. It's
And they
fine.
don't talk. Well, they briefly covered the pushback that the United States got on bombing innocent civilians. They briefly covered it. In the
Briefly.
documentary. But where I slipped into liberalism, back into liberalism, is when they talked about Obama. That's it. Point blank. Period. They
You
talked
just
about.
Saw Obama
I saw.
look handsome and charismatic.
I saw Obama get inaugurated, and then he took out Bin Laden under his administration, and I
Started
started to become overwhelmed with patriotism, and that's what I'm saying, and that's what we need in this country is not necessarily Obama, but we need somebody like him that that has some good policies.
I'm calling it right now. 2028, he is gonna fall for Pete Buttigieg and try to argue.
No. I literally told my mom the other day. I said, "Mom, no Pete Buttigieg." She's
Party.
like, "But I like it." No, Mom.
Party for Socialism and
No.
Liberation.
I'm not. It's not happening. No Pete Buttigieg. No Newsom.
Yeah, no gay shit, huh?
No Newsom. No Buttigieg. No, it has nothing in fact that Pete is gay or not. He can be gay, straight, lesbian. I don't care what Pete is. Right?
What?
He always talks like a
Gay,
politician.
straight to lesbian is crazy word.
Have you not?
Right?
That was.
Great.
Did
That
you
was
see Bernie
crazy
Sanders?
Yeah.
You just
On,
went down the alphabet.
on Andrew Schultz.
What do you
And
say?
he's like, the Democrats, they say, oh, you're gay, you're the most wonderful person. You're black, oh, how amazing. I don't care about these things. It's
Did he
really
say
funny. It's a really funny line. He was just trying to like criticize Democrats using like identity politics as a shield, but then he came across like kind of funny in that moment where he was he did it, not the best job.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well,
you would have liked it. He was being homophobic.
Yeah, but I get the sentiment.
He said, "You're gay, tremendous. I care about what you believe." That type of shit.
Yeah. No, I get where Bernie's coming from. I think we should run him.
Run him again.
I mean, at this point, hell, I saw the statistic about the Republican or the Democratic House members. Like, we've lost 6 of them in 13 months.
Oh yeah.
That's an astounding statistic to lose 1. Like, that's crazy.
Well, it's not
6
Well, when
in
you look
a
at
year.
when you look at the average age,
It's like a
of the
retirement home.
When you look at the average age of the Democratic politician, you're like, okay, well, that's expected. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. No, but you look. I worked at a retirement home, right? And
Oh my god.
no, I did. And,
I know.
And so you
It's
you'd
such a
show up.
perfect job.
No,
for you.
you'd show up on a Monday, and it's like, oh, Betty died. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
God.
that's what it's
true, it's true.
It's
People
true.
kick
It's
the
what
bucket, yeah.
happens in retirement homes. You don't expect that in fucking Congress. You know what I mean?
Well, same age demographic, so
You
kind
know?
of makes sense.
You know, people. What do you mean, Jesus, man? They were like Betty was 105 years old. That's what happens when you get to 105.
You die.
You die.
One morning you're eating chicken piccata.
Good morning.
Yeah, they get whatever they want when they're that old. And then the
You
next.
feed your dog, like-
You were serving the old Betty chicken piccata? No wonder she probably fucking died of heartburn.
Yeah.
You fucking clapped her, dude.
I didn't make the menu.
You
Okay.
killed her in the August years of her life.
No, I didn't.
She had so. How much sex were they having?
Oh man, there was a couple.
Did you hear
couple.
it?
No, I didn't hear it, but like it's very common amongst that demographic.
Yeah, they fuck
Wait,
a lot.
didn't you serve at the restaurant?
I did. Well,
So-
Yeah, he was serving ass. At
No,
the
it was
shit.
not.
Dude.
I wonder.
They
I can't.